Welcome back. This is the Bantu Exodus channel. Today, I'm going to be explaining the phases of the moon. What am I going to explain about the phases of the moon? Two things need to be actually pointed out about the moon. If the moon is an actual, tangible, can put your foot down on surface object or celestial body. One thing we need to know about the moon. This class is going to be specifically about two things about the moon. When you see the phases of the moon, where it is full and it fades away to nothing, the moon has not went anywhere, nor has it been eclipsed by any shadow or any celestial body. Try this again. Notice the sun does not go through phases. It comes up, it goes down, but the sun itself never goes through phases. It takes its path, as the moon takes its path. But from night to night, the moon presents itself in different phases. When the moon is full and it goes through its phases and goes to a new moon, which is a dark moon, which they call it a dark moon, the moon is still there. So on the night of a dark moon, when you don't see it, it is still there. All right. If you ever looked at video footage or ever researched it, when the moon is in a dark phase, meaning it's outside the full moon, if you look with a telescope, you can see stars through the dark side of the moon when it has its dark phases. How is it that you can see stars through the moon, but yet you're telling me, Ray, that the moon is still there? It hasn't went anywhere. Especially when it goes completely dark and that night comes up and it's a new moon. Where is it? It's still there. Sort of say. Alright, let's get into it. What am I trying to explain about the phases of the moon? The phases of the moon is the direct evidence of the veil of heaven. It's my whole point. My point of this video is to show you in simplicity, not some hyped up 3-hour class. Next time you see the moon, get outside your car, get out your house, go in the backyard and look at the moon. Study the moon. Ask yourself questions and study. The veil of heaven, what is that? If you can't see a part of the moon or any of the moon on the new moon, how's that possible? If a shadow is not being casted on it and a celestial body is not eclipsing it, then why does it fade away? Just because what I'm telling you, it's the veil. It is the interdimensional veil that is set over the whole heaven. The moon goes through its phases because there's a veil that's being pulled over the moon. There's a veil that's been pulled over the heavens to where you cannot see the celestial bodies. There's a veil where you can't see the stars in the daytime because of the light. I'm going to give you a key here. Hopefully you can catch it. When the day comes in, the lights that you call the stars fade away. If that's possible, what else faded away when he put the veil on? So also realize when you see the phases of the moon, it's just that. That's why they call them phases. It's secrets in these words that they use. It's a phase that it's going through. It's not going anywhere. It's not being casted a shadow on, and it's not being eclipsed. They're telling you the truth right before your damn face. But when you go to school, they won't give you the education. Well, guess what? I'll give it to you. The phases of the moon. The phases of the moon. It goes through phases. A man goes through a phase. He's a child. Then he's an adolescent. Then he's a young adult. Then he's old as dirt. Phases. The moon, a butterfly. Phases. Moon goes through a phase. It's a new moon. The butterfly, the caterpillar goes through a phases and becomes a butterfly. See, it's phases. If NASA knew it was a shadow or an eclipse, why wouldn't they call it the eclipses of the moon? Don't let these people fool you. Why don't they call them the casting of the shadow on the moon? Because it's not that. They know the truth. It's the phases of the moon that it goes through on an interdimensional level. See, the veil of heaven is being revealed just by you knowing that. Okay? So know the next time that you see the moon, you need to know that it's not being eclipsed, blocked, or being casted a shadow on. What is actually happening is going through an interdimensional phase in the heaven right before your eyes in order to show you the majesty and the magic of the power of Tata Zambe Yamazulu, the Father Spirit of Heaven. Now, with that, hopefully I gave you guys something. Next time you look up in the sky at night and see the moon, you'll give it a second thought into the majesty of our Father out thou in heaven. Baba Yetu Yamazulu Tata Nzambe. Hallelujah. Until next time on the Bantu Exodus channel. Hallelujah.